Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk about the Coborg Cognitive Agentic Workforce Management Service, which is a solution that we've built in order for you to manage your agentic workforce across your organization. Right now, AI agents sounds cool and contained. Somebody builds a copilot studio helper to autofill Excel, QA builds an agent to generate and run test cases, and underwriting has a decision support agent inside the live policy workflow, which adds value. It improves productivity and efficiency. Individually, each of these is fine, but at some point in the enterprise, there will be hundreds or thousands of semi-autonomous agents running across your business processes. You don't even know how many agents you have. You don't know which one are toys or which one can tank the brand in 6 minutes. You don't know who owns the behavior if something goes wrong. This is exactly what happened with RPA bots, APIs, and Excel macros, but now far more autonomy and intelligence are given to those agents, and sometimes they will work in customer-facing business workflows. So this is an enterprise risk. But in order to manage agents, we have to understand that not all agents are equal. There are the tier 0 personal productivity agents. These are your employees building a small agent to help them in the day-to-day. For example, my Outlook triage, summarize my team's goals. And then there are the tier 1 departmental or functional assistants, team-level automation, the HR onboarding agent that provision accounts. This is usually built by power users, automation champions, not central IT. Tier 2 agents are platform or IT agent. DevSecOps, copilot, code review bots, text generation. These are built by the IT teams, and since IT impacts all departments, they are pervasive in many of your workflows. And then tier 3 are business workflow agents, embedded in real revenue or regulatory workflows. Claims triage in insurance, mortgage document validation, drug trial protocol screening. They touch customers, regulators, and auditors. These tiers were built not only to show how intelligent the agents are, but also they are mapped to risks. For tier 0, if there is a problem, the blast radius is the employee's own work. For tier 1, the blast radius is one function. For tier 2, the blast radius might be the entire company because the IT is everywhere. For tier 3, the blast radius may be brand and revenue liability. The agents are now created everywhere, and we need a way to govern them. What's Inetum's proposal? The Inetum Cognitive Agentic Workflow Management Service. AI agents are neither pure software nor human employees. So they require a new governance discipline and techniques that blends both software engineering control with human workforce management from HR. And we are unique in thinking that way. So we are proposing CAWS, the Cognitive Agentic Workforce Management Service, which we shaped in Coborg. Where is it in Coborg? It is in the pillar for your time. We quickly build, govern, and deploy AI agent and integrate the CAWS accelerators. We align with business outcome with pre-built connectors, role charters, and tiered guardrails from our agent factory. So now let me show you how CAWS looks like. So this is the Coborg control tower, the Cognitive Agentic Workforce Management Service. It shows you that you have 15 agents in production. 7 of them are tier 2, 3 of them are tier 3. So far, there have been, for the last 30 days, 106 incidents. And we calculate a global system health score. We have different charts. The first chart is the trust distribution. What does this mean? For each agent, these are your agent trust heat map. There is a number, 99, 94 here, 89. This is the trust index that we calculate by taking signals and telemetry and data from each of your agents running within your production system. So this could be mean time to failure, mean time to repair, adherence to charter, many other data sets that we take, and then we club them together and create the trust index. This chart, if you click on the question mark, it shows you what it means. A snapshot of how all agents are spread across trust bands 0 to 100. It helps governance teams spot hotspots, many lower bands, verify improvement over time, and align policies like autonomy, human in the loop, evaluation frequency, and redeployment. All the charts has a question marks that you can do. This chart is mean time to failure versus mean time to repair. The yellow line is mean time to repair, and you want it to be as low as possible. This is the average from all the agents. And mean time to failure is how long it takes for the system, for the agent to fail. And you want this to be as high as possible. This one shows you which agent has been allowed to do something, or there has been a problem, or they have been escalated or denied. You click on the question mark, it will tell you what the decision mix is. Allow, executed autonomously within policy gates and safety checks. That's what the agent do. Escalate, hit, and entropy policy gate routed to human in the loop, and deny, blocked by guardrails. So you have this snapshot here. And then this is your heat map. When it's green, it's okay. When it gets a little bit reddish, the trust index is going down. And then here it's telling you autonomy, which is allowed, versus escalation, where human in the loop comes in because the agent has hit something that we need human in the loop. And then here, this is the Inetum Agentic radar. These are all your agents categorized in a radar by the provider: Microsoft, ServiceNow, SAP, Salesforce, AWS, Google, and these are custom agent operators. If those dots are closer to the middle, to the center point, this means that their trust index is high. If it's far away and in red, this means that they are not doing well. And when you click on an agent, let's say we click on this one, it opens that agent. This is a DevSecOps QA gate. Who is the owner, the head of platforms? What's the trust index? 80. That graph shows you the trend of the last 10 action for the trust index and the specific mean time to failure versus mean time to repair for that particular agent. The mean time to repair should be lower and the mean time to failure should be higher. And here, using concept of HR, you can assess the performance of that particular agent. They've got some targets, and based on what they've done, you can actually assess their current actual data. And that will tell you in the spider graph if it's far away from its performance or if it's close to the target. And here you can also interact with the specific agent from any vendors and ask for some more information, like an HR person will do, in order to get some information. So each agent will have an interface that will send data over a communication channel through APIs or what have you to the control tower. And the control tower will use this to actually understand what the agent is doing. So these are all your agents here. Again, when you click on one, you can view it, you can assess it, and you can also check its charter. Every agent, when they are built, they need a charter which will be approved. This will be designed and deployed. Whether it is tier 0, where an employee comes and I need to create an agent that will take some information from Outlook, change it and put it on PPT, there will be a charter. That charter will define what are the guardrails, what are the permissions, what is allowed to do or not allowed to do. When this is approved, the person can go, the employee can go and build the agent, the interface will be created to CAWS, which is the control tower, and then you can actually monitor that. The same thing for tier 1, the same thing for tier 2, the same thing for tier 3. These are all your vendors here. These are the vendors which are actually providing. So if I click on ServiceNow, it will tell you this is how we communicate with this agent built in the ServiceNow platform. These are the data that are exchanged. Okay, you can actually view that particular agent. There is a Raki who is responsible for that, who is accountable for that, the human being who is consulted, who is informed. And then you can also do a quick diagnostic. So if I click on that again, here you can run a diagnostic on the claims triage. You run that and you get some information on how it's doing. This is information going through the interface to the agent and telling it to do a diagnostic now. Here you have the active human directory. The active human directory lists people currently available to supervise or collaborate with the agent. This is the human layer of CAWS, who is on which team and shift, what skills they bring, and their availability and cost baseline. It explains everything. So as you can see, this is not your typical dashboard for just getting software engineering metrics and information, but we are also incorporating some discipline of HR to bring accountability. More importantly, to know who is involved in the day-to-day running, and if there's a problem, who should I talk to in order to take care of it. We have also the workforce augmentation chart. So this one, the workforce automation, shows how agentic AI amplifies your human workforce by role and shift. It surfaces augmentation percentage and human hours saved. So the red one is human is doing it purely. The yellow is human in the loop with agents. And the green one is AI agent. And these are the different departments where you are actually implementing those agents. So there you go. At some point in time, you will have a lot of agents from different vendors, from Google, Gemini, Enterprise, Vertex, from Microsoft Copilot, Power Automate, from ServiceNow, from Salesforce, from SAP, from AWS. And you will also have some custom made. Many of those agents will be tier 0, built by an employee for his or her own job, or tier 1 departmental, tier 2 IT functions, and tier 3 something that you put, an agent that you put into your business workflow in order to improve the productivity. You have the Coborg cognitive agentic workforce management service that will prevent the problem of end user remediation that happened in the past with Excel macros, with a lot of APIs, with a lot of RPA bots. Now you have one place, because you have to remember Excel macros are script, rule based, if then else. Whereas those agents, they will have some intelligence and some autonomy to change configuration of your system, to even move money from one place to the other. So this is the reason why we built this, and it is part of the Coborg For Your Time pillar. Thank you very much.